Alright, guys, I'm here today to go on, I guess you could call a little rant. Now, mind you, I am a 49ers fan, but I'm not going to make that, I'm going to make this very clear. I'm not biased towards this at all. This goes for every other team in the league, too. Not just the 49ers because we're in the NFC West. Okay, I just recently watched the Monday Night Football game with Seattle, New Orleans, in Seattle, at home. Russell Wilson, Seahawks, 14-0 at home. Now, come on, man. It's not that hard to understand. It's more than a coincidence that they're that good at home. Don't get me wrong. They have an amazing secondary. Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas. Crazy, crazy secondary. And that triangle zone coverage they do, brilliant. Props to Pete Carroll for that. Great offense. Strong, physical running back, elusive quarterback. Russell Wilson does a great job with his arm, keeping plays alive with his legs. I give him all credit for that. They're a great football team. However, I think that, and again, I'm not just saying this because I'm a Niners fan, because as I just stated, I have great respect for that team and Pete Carroll and the coaching staff and what they've done with that organization. I saw in the crowd as if this fucking stadium wasn't loud enough to begin with because of the way it's designed and pumping sound all over the goddamn place, and retarded ass fans just standing up screaming out their lungs in the middle of the freezing rain all night. But that's beside the point. They can do what they got to do. I mean, I guess you can call them good fans, whatever. But the stadium is literally passing out plastic cones. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Plastic cones that they're going like this and screaming into. Obviously, this is going to amplify their voice even more. As if the stadium wasn't fucking loud enough already. It does. At first, I was like, oh, God, Kaepernick. You know, I'm a Niners fan, Kaepernick. It's only his second year. Obviously, he's going to have trouble with the noise, getting the playoff in time, getting in and out of the huddle, calling audibles too much. But no, we got experienced veterans. They're in the top elite quarterbacks in the league. I just watched Drew Brees, okay, which some people argue is the best in the league. He's right up there with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Get not 4, 5 delay of game penalties because he can't hear the snap. It's so terrible in that stadium. It's such an unfair advantage. I mean, for God's sake, they had a fucking sound chart. There was front row at a rock concert right at the bottom. There was next to a jet engine above that, and then there's fucking Seattle Stadium way the fuck up here. Come on, man. You can't play in that. I don't care who you are. Then you pair that together with the fucking rain. I mean, come on, seriously? Ain't nobody gonna beat them there. And then you're going to give them home field advantage throughout the entire playoffs. Now, regardless, they earn that, but come on, man. Who's going to beat them? I mean, maybe somebody will find a way to cancel out the noise, but you want to talk about an unfair advantage. I mean, that's the biggest one if I ever see one in my entire life. Are you kidding me? You take a team that's already that good, and then you give them a stadium where the other team can't even call their plays? I don't get it. I don't get how the league lets people get away with that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it's the same thing with Kansas City, but Kansas City is different. I mean, it's the noise or anything, but at least they don't have a stadium built to amplify the noise and circulate throughout the city. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Why would you do that? Knowing that everybody's going to criticize your team. Yeah, you're getting wins. Everybody that's not a Seattle fan realizes that. And I know some people in the league have realized it too. But they're too afraid to say anything. For whatever reason. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going on and on here. But again, I'm not just saying this as a biased 49er fan, if you want to call it that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what team it is. We might not even make the playoffs. Who the fuck knows? We could get a wild card. It doesn't matter. Whether it's us, Obviously, we just watched the Saints get destroyed in a one-sided battle. Couldn't operate as an offense. Watch the Chiefs. They wouldn't be going there because the AFC, but I don't even know who else. If they can shut down an offense like the Saints, that's bad. I mean, they're good enough to do that to begin with. Don't matter where they are. But then you're going to bring them into a place in the playoffs in the fucking freezing rain, which, by the way, it's not their fault. It's just the state. So I'm not holding that against them. But not just the freezing rain, but you got it so an environment where you can't call plays, you can't switch plays, it takes substitutions twice as long. Plays can't be relayed in a microphone in the goddamn helmet. How loud is that atmosphere that you have a microphone in your fucking ear and you can't hear the play? Come on, man. The league's got to do something about it. I don't know what they're going to do, but whatever. Now, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash from Seattle fans. They're going to come out here and call me a hater because I'm a Niners fan or whatever. I've made it perfectly clear that I'm not doing this biasly because I'm a Niners fan. This is for any team in the league. But it is what it is. Free speech in this country. Feel free if you're a Seattle fan to say whatever you want back. By the way, I hope you can hear everything I'm saying. I got a cold right now. I feel like I sound like an idiot. But whatever. Next topic. There's got to be something done about this whole where we can hit people in the fucking league anymore. They're going to ruin the sport. We got defensive backs that are very hard hitting. Some corners. We got like free safeties like Earl Thomas, Eric Reed, Ed Reed. Free safeties like that are coming across the middle full blast. They hit hard enough to begin with, but you're making it so they're even afraid of getting fined and penalizing their team and hurting their team. And they're afraid to hit from here up. That's fucking ridiculous. The league has made it so players are afraid to hit receivers ever. So it's almost like, hey, either I dive in and take the fucking kneecaps out of these guys and make sure they can never walk again, or I just let them catch the ball and go in the end zone. It's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, I get let's protect the players' heads. You know, we don't want brain trauma. We don't want another Junior Seau incident because that's tragic and terrible. I admit that. And it's okay. But some of these calls have gotten completely the fuck out of hand. I mean, we're talking about $900,000 fines, game suspensions, people losing games because of it. Niners Saints. Ahmad Brooks Breeze. Beside the point. But if a ref is standing at an angle and sees a shoulder pad come into here, the upper shoulder, mid-chest, you're calling a personal foul on it? Are you kidding me? Especially in quarterback, like you're not allowed to touch the quarterback anymore. They're ruining the game. And because of this, instead they're going to go and dive. The players, afraid of getting penalized or fined or suspended, they're diving lower. So all this is doing is take Earl Thomas, for example. No, even better yet, Cam Chancellor. Great strong safety. One of the best in the league, in my opinion.